Okay, so for scheduling purposes, we talked about quite a few things. Lawyers, why don't we plan on the 26th at 9 o'clock, reporting for a scheduling conference and status conference. That's the day that the motion to suppress was originally scheduled. And then at that time, you all can tell me which motions are moot, which are agreed upon, which need to be revisited based upon the change in circumstances with regard to the Phase 1 trial.
The defense is agreeable to that.
Okay. And then the only other, I guess I'll call it a housekeeping matter that the state pointed out is that, Mr. Cruz, you are still under oath. I did not go over the score sheet with you based on the fact that the maximum sentence and the minimum sentence, it doesn't really apply because I told you the minimum is life and the maximum is death. However, in the abundance of caution, the state wants me to let you know, and your lawyers agree, that you score 92.5625 years Florida State Prison at the bottom of the guidelines. However, based upon the mandatory penalties as they pertain to your specific charges, your minimum is life in prison instead of 92.5625 years up to death. And I think that's it. State, are you satisfied?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And I did sign the score sheet and it's in the court file. Oh, you can have it. I already signed. Sure. Thank you. Okay, so you can have a seat. So as far as today is concerned, I believe that's everything, and I will see you all on the 26th, which is Tuesday, at 9 a.m. for a status conference. We will be back in 7750. Judge Williams allowed us to use his courtrooms today because it was supposed to be a trial, so we just kept the plea in here, but we'll be back in 7750 for the pretrial issues.
Because I know there's a lot of interested parties. The court had indicated before about a November beginning the penalty phase. If you could just comment.
Sure. Based upon the information that was provided to me by both the defense and the state, we are going to begin jury selection for the penalty phase on Monday, January 4th. The lawyers are going to utilize we have motions scheduled the last week of October, and the lawyers are going to utilize November and December, which are what I call sort of choppy months because, for example, the courthouse in November is closed on the 11th, the 25th, and the 26th, which makes at least 2 of the 4 weeks very short weeks where we don't have juries, and then the week of December. The month of December, the courthouse is closed the 24th and the 31st. So based on those sort of limited weeks, the lawyers are going to take advantage of those November and December to finish up all of the penalty phase related motions, related depositions, related preparation, and then we are going to be starting again January 4th with jury selection. If you all can please be prepared on the 26th to let me know any preliminary plans that you have as far as jury selection. I think based upon we will be able to utilize this courtroom so we can we can fit more people. However, based upon the limited amount of questioning that the court did in the other trial, it seems like 200 to 250 are the maximum amount of people, even with very limited questioning, that we can get through per day, as opposed to the jury room had like over 500 for us one day for the last trial. I don't think that's necessary because I don't think there's any way we can get through more than, based on my experience with the other trial, even though this is not the same, even if it's very preliminary, I think 200 to 250 per day would be the maximum. Does anyone disagree with that number?
No.
Okay. So when I have them start issuing the juror summons, I'm going to have them keep that in mind, because I hate to have, 300 extra people waiting around all day to be questioned when there's absolutely no way we can get to that many per day. So we'll try to have at least 200 per day for pre-jury selection to go through. And we'll start that on January 4th. Other than that, I'll see you all on the 26th.
Thank you.
Yes.
Are we deferring what constitutes pre-selection till another date?
Yes, that's what I wanted to discuss in part on the 26th. And if you all, because you all were going to have,
We have come to agreement on some of those issues.
that would be
and
great.
we'll revisit them
And
on
I know it's
Friday.
not going to be the same as the other trial, because obviously there's other issues that need to be addressed. But I was saying, just taking the other trial just as an example, with my very limited, announcement of the charges and so on and so forth, just to get that many bodies in, even assuming we can take 50-something at a time, I don't know how we can get through more than 4 groups in a day. I think Mr. Ehrman would probably agree with that, okay?
There's just some other issues that
Sure.
we may be able to
No,
move
absolutely,
forward.
absolutely. So we'll discuss all of that on the 26th. I'll see you all at 9, and we're in recess.
Thank you.
Thank you.